confident and bold. She ready, never gonna back down. She ready, ooh, yeah, she wearing that crown. She ready, ooh, she ready. She walking and talking, no faking, creating.
Hello, my Aries. It's Tori, the Hope Dealer of Guided Intuition. Please do not kill me because I totally did your video. For whatever reason, it totally disappeared. I don't know what happened. Did I delete it? I don't know, okay? But nonetheless, you know what? Anytime that happens, it's always something that maybe, Spirit wants me to look deeper into. Something needs to be said. And then honestly, for some of my Aries, that's been the story of your life, okay? You've had a complete do-over, literally starting from scratch. In 2020, you've had to rebuild some foundation, be it on the outside, but honestly, I really feel for a lot of my Aries babies, it's on the inside. And I just want to let you know I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Tori, why are you so proud of Aries, okay? Why do you feel the need to express to the beautiful soul that is on the other side of this screen how proud I am of you? And you need to clap for yourself because somebody, all right, we're going to get into this. Somebody, Aries, at some point in 2020, I don't know why I was guided towards this deck. Because it was just up here. I had cleared it and saged the cards, and for whatever reason this was still up here, but this was from a previous session that I did. But I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and draw Aries 2 cards, and these 2 cards came out, the Femme Fatale and the Angel. Now let's read the shadow attribute of these. Inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. And the other card was Angel, shadow attribute, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. So when I see this just screams the ego to me, and I really feel like Aries, whatever kind of front you were putting on, whatever kind of demons you were hiding or inner demons that you were dealing with that people might have not known about you, or for some they kind of knew how you were, but I really feel like there has been a death of the ego and a rebirth, and now you are embodying these light attributes right here. Highlights the exotic energy of femininity, okay? Opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Also helping those in need with no expectations in return. Sometimes in love, okay, we'll just use that. Sometimes we give to get, because we know that there needs to be a balance. But even in family, sometimes we do things not necessarily because it's genuine or of the heart, but more so because, we expect something. Now, another way that I'm saying is, Aries, this could have been what people have done to you. People have just took, and the energy that I really feel like you're coming into is you're becoming selfish with yourself. Because maybe out of all that giving, out of all that extending, that that lightheartedness, you know what I'm saying? Like all the love that you have given out, just because it is who you are. Sometimes when it's not an equal exchange, when people are just taking, try breathing out your mouth, just breathing out your mouth without inhaling in. Just keep breathing out. Eventually that's going to get tiring. That's going to get overwhelming, okay? And I really feel like there's some test. Something happened where for some, because I feel like it's split. For some of my Aries, this was your energy. Maybe you were a taker more than a giver. But for some of my Aries, the most that I'm feeling like, people took from you. And that can leave like us jaded. That can leave us bitter. That can leave us a little fearful, a little scared. But this is something in the past. This is something like you've been going through this. Like 2020, you have been dealing with your demons. You have been loving your demons into light. And dare I say, there's some kind of, addiction. It could be to people, it could be substance, it could be something, but I feel like there's a sense of you no longer running, but facing it. And your spiritual teams, your guides, your angels that surround you want you to know, like, you really need to clap for yourself. You really need to clap for yourself. Because you should be so proud. Because you passed. You passed the test. There was some kind of test. Now, either way, that scenario, or even if that scenario doesn't totally fit you, but there was some kind of test, something that was through, some obstacle that was through at you in 2020, okay? And the universe wanted to see what you would do. Would you fall? Would you crumble? Would you just lay out and just let life just run all over you? Or were you going to turn inwardly? Were you going to seek something outside of yourself? Because I feel like there's a sense of you finding you. There's a sense of you shedding, you know. And sometimes with this femme fatale, okay, keep in mind, God, this is a general reading, so it may resonate, it may not. But I feel like for somebody, you know, maybe you just always use your beauty. You just always use your good looks, male or female. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. It's okay. You know, when you're attractive, when you're handsome, when you're beautiful, it's easy. It's easy to use that. But that left you in predicaments, or maybe you were, you know, you dated people because of their looks. Like, you didn't really care about, you know, the inside, but it's something that you're shedding, Aries, that you have shedded. And I really feel like in the month of October, listen, you passed, baby. You passed. And this was a major lesson, you know. So with this kind of passing, you better believe whatever it is that you've been praying for and whatever it is you've been waiting on, it is definitely here. It is definitely yours. So Spirit wants to say, make room ahead of time, you know, give praise in advance, because you passed. There was something, you know, with this femme fatale, an angel here looking at the opposite of the energy, you leveled up vibrationally. You let something go. Either you let it out of yourself or you cut somebody off, Aries, that was, I want to say emanating this energy. I don't even know what that word means, but whatever that word means. But I'm so proud of you. And I really hope that you're proud of yourself. So get ready, okay? Because listen, abundance is here. And that abundance looks different for a lot of us. But I feel like there's a sense of you being selfish with yourself. There's a sense of you realizing, you know what? Right now, at this point in my life, it's about me. And we're taught that is incorrect, but no. You know, you can't help nobody get right. You can't help anyone advance. You can't help someone be stable. You can't love someone. You can't be there for someone mentally, spiritually, or physically until you're showing up for yourself and you're taking some time, you know, for yourself, okay? With a lot of things going on in your life, but I do see that Spirit wants you to know, Aries, make sure you take time out for yourself, because you've done a lot. You've done a lot, and this is very deserving. Now, one of the things that I did remember from the other reading that I did, like, listen, you can only go up from here, Aries. There is some kind of element that you came out of your box, that you did something that you probably said you would never do. You're doing something that you said you would never do. Okay, you're thinking about doing something that you said you would never do, but I want to say it's of a higher light. Try yourself. Do it. Because it's definitely going to pay off. Okay? And also, you know, Aries, there could definitely be something that you're stepping into the limelight. Okay? Something that, it could be something creative. It could be just within yourself. Just I don't even want to say upgrade, as you just expose your frequency. Also, pay attention to your solar plex. We know that's our confidence. That's our personal power. Make sure that you are really paying attention to that, because it's some kind of showcase of something that you're revealing to the world in the month of October pretty soon. And like my nerves and my anxious, like I just got anxious and my nerves just went up. Like I just got butterflies, like 2,000 butterflies in my stomach. Okay, so it probably has you nervous. So any attention that you give to your solar plex is going to be beneficial for you in the month of October. Okay, so let's just see, what kind of mindset are you stepping into? We have limitless here. Okay, I feel like you're realizing that for yourself, Aries. It's not that you've always knew that, you know, good things are possible and good things can happen. But there's some sense of like you are really embodying this energy right here, this limitless. Like you're no longer holding good things outside of yourself. Or maybe it's that you're going within and finding the good things. And maybe you've always searched outside of yourself for the good things. With expression here, I just see your throat chakra is fully open, fully exposed, very communicative. You know, you have a lot to say in the month of October. I see you expressing yourself. Also, I see you expressing yourself creatively. And we have connected here. You're very connected to your heart. You know, I'm about to sing Omarion where that ice box used to be. You know, no more Omarion in the ice box. You know, you're very connected. Even if it looks as if though you're going within yourself, you're very connected to your heart space. And this is how magic happens. You're really connected to yourself. And maybe that's something new for my some of my Aries. Because you've given so much of you to other people, other situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, it's crazy. Isn't it crazy, Aries? Like, you know, like, damn, like, when you be giving yourself to people and you're just being there for people, and it's like when you look around and you like, damn, who's that for me? Who is that for me? Sorry, guys, I'm trying to fix the mic. Like, who's that for me? And I feel like some of my Aries, you had a moment like that. You had a moment where you looked around and you're like, you know what, who's there is for me? You know, you started taking inventory, you know, and you realize that, you know what, I have to be there for me. You know, I feel like more than ever, you are so connected to yourself. You're asking your heart, what is it that you want to create? What is it that you want love to look like? What do you want love to look like for us? You're taking the limits off of your mind. You're taking the limits off of your heart. Anything that you've put a barrier on and placed outside of yourself or told yourself you couldn't have, I see that falling away in the month of October. I see you becoming flexible, which ultimately opens you up for success. This is a very successful month for you. And don't let nobody tell you different. Don't let nothing or no one dim your light. This glow up right here, this win right here, Aries, you deserve this. I feel like for most of my Aries, you've already come into this energy, but for some of my Aries, I just feel like you're questioning yourself. You know, you're questioning your capabilities, you know. But listen, this card, Spirit is saying, be flexible. Be flexible. Abundance and opportunities can come out of nowhere. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself to love to say the only way that I can receive love is through this particular person or through this particular experience. Love comes in all forms, in all sizes, and all of abundance. And I feel like you're coming into that mentality as I'm talking in the month of October. That happiness is truly limitless. That you don't have to limit yourself to a particular experience. And it says the sacred landscape wants you to know the meaning of this card right here. Flexibility, Aries, is rich. It cautions you to be flexible in your life. Be willing to bend and yield. There are times to stand strong, but there are also times to go around a situation rather than face it head on. This card suggests being amendable to change. It is also a fantastic card for abundance and prosperity. It suggests that if you are flexible, prosperity can and will come your way in all areas. Additionally, it suggests that a time of rapid growth is ahead. Don't resist it. The time is right for this surge of spiritual growth to occur. And I kid you not, this is where you are. And it's opening to what? the door of success. So like I said, I really feel like a spiritual awakening. I really feel like there's a side of you that is no longer running from your shadow, is no longer ashamed of your shadow. I feel like you looked a lot of your ways, those messy ass ways, those ways that have limited you, those ways that have kept you stuck, those ways that have kept you disconnected from your heart's desires. Like, you are really looking at yourself in the mirror. Like, you are not in denial anymore of anything or anyone. And if that's not the way to be, Aries, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. Because, honey, it smells good to me. It feels good to me. It looks good to me. Okay, we might be doing this a little different, guys, because I forgot to pull the other cards. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and just see what's going on for you. And honestly, intuitive, what is crowning you? The things that you're thinking about in the month of October. There's a sense of spiritual awareness within you, Aries. I want to say your spider senses, your senses are tingling. But there's a deeperness here. There's a deeperness to connect with yourself, a deeperness to know what it is that you truly want. And oh my God, this is bringing me up to somebody, my therapist. She don't even know, aka Moon. She said something that was so powerful. You know, like when you like when you ask for something, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ask for the career, you ask for the opportunity, you ask for this kind of love, you ask for the stability, whatever it is. But not only asking, because I feel like you're past that stage, Aries, but literally allowing yourself to receive it. Receive what it is that you're asking for. Because sometimes we can dream so big, and then when the opportunity gets here, it freaks us out. But no matter what you see, you better keep going. Okay? You better keep going, honey. So let's see what's going on for you when it comes to love. We have wholeness here. Oh, and I just love this for you. I really do. It says wholeness. I'm comfortable. I'm not comfortable, but you are. I am complete, whole, and filled with love. I have everything I need. If I ask or look for more, I'm ignoring the love and gifts that are already in my life. Instead, I'll be grateful in the knowledge that anything else would be extra icing on life's cake. So I feel like there's a sense of love. Like, maybe you've looked for partnerships to complete you or to give you some kind of desire, some kind of happiness. And I feel like there's a sense of you realizing, Aries, and this is not cocky. This is not egotistical, but you're realizing that, yeah, you complete you. That a relationship is the sprinkle. FYI, to whoever is listening, extra icing is totally welcome, as it's obviously the most delicious part. Like, yeah, see that? I didn't even see that at first, but like, yeah, you're realizing, like, it's not where a relationship will make you or break you. Like, you're here for it, you're open for it, but at the same time, you're not going about love like you was, hunting it down, chasing it down. Like, you're not disconnected from it, but I feel like there's a sense of you not willing to lose this wholeness. And if you haven't completely came into this wholeness in this particular area in love, in the month of October, with all that spiritual loving on yourself that you are going to be doing, Aries, this is the energy that you're coming into. And it's quite beautiful, And we also have laughter is the best, a legal medicine. And it looks like it's time for you to take a sweet, sweet hit of it. When someone annoys you or plans go weary. Yeah. Try finding something funny in there. And if you ever feel like the butt of the joke, remember that the only difference between someone laughing at you and someone laughing with you is that in the first version, you're not laughing. You always have the option. So opt to lighten up. It's legal. Oh yeah, it's legal in almost 200 countries. So I feel like, listen, even if there was someone who left a not so pleasant taste in your mouth, or you're not like, this person that you care about, but you're just not willing to compromise. I feel like you're just not willing to compromise in love anymore. Because a lot of that has gotten you in situations and fields that are not okay. You're open, but you're no longer willing to sacrifice your well-being or your inner peace, which is beautiful, which you should be in. And I feel like this is the energy that you are coming into when it comes in love. We also have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So even to my singles, I feel like in this energy, or even, Aries in general, I feel like in this energy, this is how you bring love to you. We also have, this could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner you seek. So I feel like, listen, if a connection fell off and, you just weren't willing to just, again, we have to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. When you keep breathing out and not fucking breathing in, like, who can do that? That is too much. No, that is not right. That is not right. Every relationship needs balance. And I feel like, Aries, if you've been the one that's been putting in too much, you're just not willing to put in like that too much. Like, no. Like, whether you're single or in a relationship, you're just like, you know what? Yeah, loves. You gotta show up, okay? You gotta show up. So I feel like with attraction here, you attract romantic love by enjoying the moment more. I feel like you're really focused on yourself when it comes to love. You're open here to new connections. You're open here to exploring love. Aries, you're open here for someone getting their act together, for some of my Aries. But all in all, you focused on you. And that's the way to be. Because we also have selfish, changes, and numb. Because listen, this is what happens when you give. This is what brings the numbness. This is what brings the bitterness. This is what brings the unforgiveness. This is what brings all of this stuff that you have worked through. So I feel like right now you're learning the importance of selfish, when it comes to your inner peace, when it comes to your well-being, when it comes to your needs being met in love, which is ultimately going to bring the changes that you want to see, via from a new person or a person that some of my Aries are already connected to. I just feel like this, get with the program or just get lost. And no love lost. I'm not saying this from a vicious place. I feel like some Aries is having that conversation. Like, I'm saying this with the utmost respect and love for you. I just don't have it in me anymore. I'm just not going to play games anymore. You're realizing that just how much life you have in you. You're not willing to compromise it. And I mean, if that's not a boss move, male or female, I don't know what is. Okay, it's beautiful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I love this energy that you're in, okay? So we're just going to take a look at, what you can do for your well-being in the month of October. If you apply this to your life, Aries, it will switch your mood. It will make sure that you experience the most out of October. So we have sensitive emotions right here. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. So yeah, your emotions are very high. You're very connected to your heart space. You're probably just crying out of joy, crying out of sadness, crying out of anger, crying because you're happy, crying because they're so beautiful, crying. It's just emotions are truly high right here. Are high right now. We also have Moonstone, heightened intuition. You're very on point on a spiritual level. Okay, your intuition is really leading you somewhere beautiful. Listen to your intuition when it talks to you. Also, for some of my Aries, I just see like purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life, but you're already doing it. And I feel like in the month of October, you're just going to keep furthering it. For some of you, it could be a water fast. I know I indulged in that. It could be just like a fast from social media, a fast from people, just a fast from literally moving, starting a new life. It could just be literally whatever, Aries. But I feel like any of these things that you do in the month of October is really going to help your well-being. I feel winded. I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking. Make sure, guys, if you're really opening yourself, really sharing yourself, extending yourself, make sure that you take a spiritual bath, male or female, okay? You can get some Himalayan pink salt. You can get some Florida water. You can, say some intent, but you really need to, or do a meditation of calling your energy back. Okay, do a protection of your energy, especially if you are Aries that is in mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Like, protect your energy, protect yourself. Okay. Now, let's see what it is that you need to know when it comes to your finances, Aries. Okay. We have the Seven of Swords, the Star reverse, and the King of Pentacles. So this is what I'm seeing right here. The King of Pentacles is the ultimate money, ultimate pentacle, because not only it's grounded, it's rooted, you know. What I'm seeing for your finances with the Star reversed here and the Seven Swords upright, this is you, Aries. You're the star of your life. You make the decisions. And I really feel like there are some projects, some things that for some of my Aries that you wanted to do, you need to do them. This is how it's going to bring you money. And all this yellow is standing out to me. Having the confidence to be a star, to put yourself on mainstream, to be seen. It could be step up for this position, to go after this position. It could be open up to some creative project. You know what that is. But what the message that I'm getting for your finances, it all begins with you. Because the Seven of Swords, sometimes, you know, instead of just dealing, or because we feel incapable, what do we do? We run. So I feel like Spirit is saying you are in control of your finances. You determine the wish fulfillment, or how much your finances are going to grow, depending on the capability that you believe in yourself. That you see your capability. That you know that there's nothing that you can't do. For you to trust yourself. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. For some of my Aries, it's not for everybody, but if you're dealing with contracts, or you're dealing with like a business partner, you know, like, just be mindful. Just be mindful. Not everyone says, you know, they can promise you the star. They can promise you the pentacle. They can promise you things. But if you're signing any contracts, you make sure you really take the time to look at them, is what I'm seeing. Really take the time to look at some contracts. But other than that, Aries, what I'm seeing is that the fate of your destiny is in your hands. It's all about you believing your capabilities and believing that you can do it. Believing that you can start some kind of project, or you can pursue whatever career it is that you desire. For some of you, I do see you going back to school. Doing something in that area. So what we're going to do, the last thing we're going to look at, Aries, is we're going to see what is the word that Spirit wants you to keep at the forefront of your mind in the month of October. You know, before you act, reflect on this word, and the highest good for all involved will come to pass, and that's purpose. Realizing that everything serves its purpose, even if it don't feel good, even if it feels delicious, it's all connected. You can use it all for your advantage, you know, for forward movement, to advance to the next level, to obtain what it is that you desire. Nothing is wasted. Every lesson can birth a blessing, okay? So I love you guys so freaking much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your fellow Aries. Also, guys, if you would like to gift me with a deck of cards, I did put my my Amazon wish list in the description box. Thank you for all the beautiful souls who are buying me cards. I love those. Those are the favorite kind of gifts that I love to see. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. I love you guys so freaking much, and I will catch you on my channel. Take care.
She blazing.